So I finally got around to watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. And after all the hype, I was surprised that this film pretty much lived up to it. Parasite was probably my favorite film about 5 minutes ago, but now this is my new favorite. As soon as I saw the hallowed sacrament of the A24 logo, I readied my sacrificial lamb and some of my best crops and gave thanks to it for saving cinema once more. Anyways, let me just talk about some sound system for 2 minutes before actually discussing the movie.
I do want to thank Sony Electronics for sponsoring today's video. Built-in subwoofers provide an additional boost.
They sent me
their HT-A5000 has
check out Sony's HT-A5000 soundbar and the rest of their sound accessories for yourself.
Let's talk about everything, everywhere, all at once.
For fuck's sake!
It's been 84 years.
Anyways, there's a film that came out a few months ago, and it's the greatest thing ever made, because of course it is. And yeah, I went into this with average expectations, and I liked it even less than I thought I would. I just found it completely uninteresting on a narrative and thematic level, and even the gimmick was really underwhelming. Spoilers, I guess, even though there's nothing to spoil. The story of this film is ultimately just a basic-ass family drama about how life at the laundromat is difficult, and Michelle Yeoh is having a bit of a spat with her daughter because she recently developed the big gay.
They were a lesbian couple. Like a lesbian couple.
Short Round also wants to get a divorce. In short, Michelle Yeoh is very upset.
I'm upset!
And because the film knows that it's uninteresting, it wraps up these generic conflicts with a cape shit level multiverse plot. Yay.
Congratulations, we're ready to go in the multiverse.
The basic structure of the film is to have a monotonous, dragged-out fight scene, and then every 10 minutes break it up by cutting to sad violin music, with either Short Round asking,
"Are we still getting the divorce?"
or her daughter saying,
"Everything is meaningless, just accept that I'm a lesbian, Mom."
It was quite entertaining to watch the film mull over the same two story beats about 500 times and constantly repeat information, and bloat out the runtime with endless fight scenes, some of which could have been removed entirely. It felt like it was 3 hours long and like it was never going to end. It's honestly probably the most excruciatingly boring film I've seen since Mank. It didn't help that the metaphors and themes were really overt as well. When you're having an argument with your daughter, it feels like the whole universe is at stake. Yep, got it.
The motivation of the daughter's villainous persona is that she doesn't know what she wants. It's a metaphor for hormones or something.
Yeah, got it.
Nothing in the universe has any meaning. The daughter says this to establish nihilism is a central thing.
For fuck's sake!
Really enjoyed the comedy in this as well. To call it bottom of the barrel might be a bit generous, because it was frankly below the bottom of the barrel.
Wow, an evil bagel that's gonna destroy everything. Why is it a bagel? Lol. Wow, Ratatouille, except with a raccoon. Oh my gosh, this guy has his ass on a copy machine. This is hilarious.
I like how this film has quickly been propped up as some complex, infallible think piece that you probably just didn't understand if you apostatize against its objective greatness.
Understanding the nuances and the complexities.
As if it's not directed by the guys who made the Farting Corpse movie and produced by the directors of Avengers Endgame.
It's got some good flex.
Direction-wise, this just reminded me of other films and not in a good way.
Not in a fun way.
All the smooth dollies and fast transitions in the opening bit kind of reminded me of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Just pretty crap.
The sound design was also pretty obnoxious in the way they spammed the what I'll call the lost flashback audio mix, where they spiked the audio up. They used that about 3 different times in the first 5 minutes alone, and it got really stale really quickly.
For For fuck's sake!
You also have them recycling bells and whistles from other A24 films, a condensing aspect ratio, yay, microwaved leftovers from other A24 films. Also, this poster is just rife with disgusting paganism, because of course it is.
This is disgusting. Look at this.
Anyways, to wrap things up, throwing Eternal Sunshine, Scott Pilgrim, and The Matrix in a blender doesn't constitute a wildly original film.
Whoa, don't breathe this.
This was pretty aggressively average and surprisingly underwhelming. The humor was piss poor and the themes are about as surface level as a Rick and Morty episode.
Nihilism is an unproductive and potentially dangerous outlook on life.
And yeah, I look forward to never watching this ever again. Also, I'd be remiss if I forgot to mention my favorite review for this film. My favorite YouTube channel, which is of course the Sci-Fi Dragon, may he grace YouTube with more spectacular content soon.
Spectacular.
He did a spectacular written review of this, and I would highly discourage you from checking out his blog because it's just kind of a train wreck that you can't look away from. And yeah, let me just pull up an excerpt from this.
There's one thing I want to say about this movie. If this movie came out in the 2000s or early 2010s, it would have definitely had an unrated cut, and that scene with the security guard inserting that butt plug trophy into his butt by jumping on it is uncensored. Meaning we would have seen his butthole, his penis, and balls and everything.
What the hell?
It's not like I have to see that. I'm just curious if there is such a version of the movie where that scene is uncensored.
Nobody believes you.
Why did all those movie reactors on YouTube have to censor it even more? You couldn't see that guy's junk at all.
Speaking of balls, this video is brought to you by Manscaped and their new Lawnmower 5000 trimmer. It's the only razor I trust to shave everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, anyways, comment your thoughts on the film, or about literally anything else, because that's probably more interesting. Yeah, that's gonna do it, boys. Thanks for watching. Bye.